Well, greetings there, fellow mammals. The fog is burnt off. Burnt off around 11:30 or so. And there's a, I don't know, light breeze, 5 to 6 miles an hour or whatever. Nothing like what was around yesterday. But due to equipment failure, my dry suit, and a couple other things, solar panels, so forth, and it taking so long, I'm scrubbing. I will recoup, save what I got, and plan for another attack at this sometime in the near future. But next time I'm not leaving a month before summer. Like the race to Alaska, which started yesterday, I think I'll wait till pretty much summer starts before leaving. Because that 30 days makes a big difference in the weather. So, but I have to say, I was going to make a backtrack from here. I didn't like what I saw here wind-wise and so forth, and the way it acted and the way it came up. And the distances I have to cross in between the lakes, or between the islands. I don't trust the winds here not to cooperate that long for me to get across. First island's okay, second island's it's a 4-hour paddle. I don't trust it for 4 hours. So I would leave before dawn, but then I can't see what's coming at me, and they can't see me. So I was going to go back to the Port Nelson or McNeil and cut across to the Brockens to the west side, or the mainland, and then up. But with my my tent failing, or failed, there's my my attempt at fixing it. I found a piece that broke off one of the other tent poles, wrapped it around, tied it down tightly with a knot I know. Tried to put it on there and snapped, just broke just above the knuckle where it was all joined up. So I'm not going without my shelter. With the wind and the rain that gets out there, or happens out there, and with the bugs, no, I want my shelter. Call me old-fashioned, but don't want to spend 24 hours a day outdoors in the elements. When I sleep, I want to have a human-only zone. No bugs. I don't want to come back slapping myself silly because I feel a bug on my face every time a breeze or a face hair moves. Done that too many times. I like my shelter. But I'm going to find one that's less complicated. Less poles, especially less curvy poles like that, where you got these weird Y's going on. Something a lot less complicated, and probably a smaller footprint. Not by much, but a smaller footprint anyway. I've noticed some of these beach sites are pretty dang small. On this beach, not any useful spot. Dense vegetation, no trees for a hammock within range. They're sparse and too big for some of them, too spread out. Or the clusters have a pile of trees in between. You got to cut out a whole pile. There's 2 creeks here. There's one hidden over there, and one hidden on the other side over here. So it has water at least. It wouldn't be a good beach to be on with a southwest, well, more of a southwest storm. I come right into here and pile all these logs. You don't want to be here for that. The one I was trying to get to is just a mile and a half around the corner. It's sheltered for most things, I guess. I haven't been there to tell. They say it's not a great site, marginal, transitory use only. The one farther up, supposedly a long carry at low tide. But now I have to deal with the low tides, because I really need the low tides now. The flood tide, where it floods in, but that means I have to anchor way out there. I don't have enough rope to anchor my kayak way out there. So that's going to be an issue for a lot of the sites I go to. I have to leave at high tide, fight the current, and when the low tide, the flood tide comes in, then make my move. Well, at least now I get to see the channel in reverse. I wouldn't have done it, seen the channel and going this way on the way back if I would have done my trip, because I would have gone around the outside of the island, or hoped to. Wanted to see something different. But this has been an experience, a costly one, with the tent going, solar panel. Well, I still get to use it, but damage. I bought that. I think I already said this, but I bought a BioLite stove. And while loading it into the kayak down at the dock, it got hit by a golf cart. He didn't move over, he just caught the edge of it. If he would have moved over another inch, he would have been okay. But he didn't, and he smoked my brand new, never used, not even registered yet stove. So this has been costly so far. But with what I got left, I will put that in the bag, put it towards the next one. Because kayaking here so far, other than the weather, hasn't been that difficult. I'm actually getting into the swing of things. The arms aren't bothering me, the back's not bothering me no more. The arms and chest are a lot stronger for paddling. So, other than for landing on these beaches, because they're so rocky, not having that much of a problem. Even my cooking has increased. I'm eating better stuff. Less packaged, more real food. Potatoes, onions, eggs, peppers. Even have hot chocolate now. Milk powder, oatmeal. More breakfast stuff than I had before, because I noticed myself being very hungry in the morning. Haven't been lucky enough to get to eat anything in the morning. It's usually a rush to get off the beach because the tide's going out so fast. Seems the ebb tide outflows faster than the flood tide comes in. Or at least it seems that way. But anyway, I'm still trapped here on the beach. The tide will be in at 6:10, 6:15 this evening, which I don't think gives me enough time to get to the other campsite. I could move closer inland into the bay, but that means taking this thing apart and trying to reassemble it. I don't trust it, so I'll stay here tonight. If it's foggy in the morning, head off along the shore, loop the bay, and then head off, and then hopefully not get smoked by any boat moving around. Okay, I'm out of here. Well, okay. Now I'm out of here.